Hello everybody, welcome back to Beyond the Mortgage. Today we are going beyond the mortgage with our man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Stan Morris. He is the founder and owner of People's Mortgage. And with the timing of the year it is, we decided we're going to talk about what our favorite Super Bowl party foods are and what foods we should have at your Super Bowl party to make it a success. So without further ado, Stan, when you're thinking about having people over for a Super Bowl party, what are some of the go-to foods that you like to have?
Oh my God, you gotta have hot dogs, you gotta have hamburgers, and for some people, you gotta have steak. Depends on what level of money they have. Okay, so any of those items are a good start. Some of these items that you see here are also a great add to those things. Wings is certainly one of the best.
Yeah, wings seems like a standard.
Oh yeah, wings is one of the standards. The little minis are great. How about you?
You can't go wrong with the wings. My wife does a buffalo chicken dip. My daughters love. Very simple to make, and it's pretty good. Not too spicy, but it's got a little bit of a kick to it. A lot of times we'll do, nachos, sliders, something easy finger food. Something you can grab on a plate, walk back to the TV, and if you drop it, what are you going to do? Not a big deal. But it's more just to have fun. You want to have a little variety, I think. Some people like more of the heavier foods. You'll find some people once in a while that have some of like the lighter foods, like fruits or veggies. So we just try to have a good variety. I think the biggest thing when it comes to the Super Bowl party is who you invite. You want to make sure you have good people around you for it to be a good time.
Not only that, but also what you're serving in the way of drinks.
True.
What kind of liquor you're serving, how many people want beer, how many want hard liquor, and you got to make sure that you take care of everybody. Okay?
Right. Because we know, aside from the game, the next biggest thing that people come to Super Bowl for is the food. And the commercials.
And the camaraderie.
And the camaraderie, exactly.
The camaraderie is a big piece of that.
There is
Absolutely.
definitely a way, if you invite the wrong person, they can put the kibosh on your whole party. You get that one person who maybe gets a little excited about the alcohol.
You can it can turn into an ugly situation.
It sure can.
Without question. So, who is going to win the Super Bowl, bro?
Well, as a person living in Commander world now, it's hard to cheer for the Eagles. But I got to tell you, I've had about enough of the Kelsey brothers. So I think I'm going to saddle up with Saquon Barkley and take the Eagles. He's just been a wrecking crew this whole season. It seems like you can bottle him up, and then boom, he's gone for a 70-yarder. And that just breaks their back, and he goes. What about you?
From my vantage point, this is a trifecta for Kansas City.
Right.
And I think they're so fired up to be one of the teams that finally got a trifecta that they're going to play their hearts out. I think the Kelsey boys will. I agree with you. I've had enough of the Kelsey boys, but I don't mind when Taylor Swift steps in. It's okay. I can put up with the Kelsey boys. To go back to the Super Bowl, it's hard to vote against KC for the simple reason they've been there. They know what it takes to win, and you can't vote against Mahomes.
You really can't. Every time, the whole season, they're going to lose and they win. Just like you said, if you bet against Mahomes, you lose.
Yeah, it's hard to bet against Mahomes. As long as he's been doing this and as much success as he's had, it's very difficult. Yeah. So I'm going with KC, and I do believe that what will happen is it'll be tight in the beginning, but when you get the second half,
put him to sleep. All right.
I'd say that, but I agree with you 100%. Saquon Barkley is very difficult to defense. He runs like a bull, and he's got some speed, and he will be a force to be reckoned with in that Super Bowl, without question.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Well, the good thing we can say is how ridiculous New York Giants were for letting him go.
Oh yeah.
You know, we see where they're at.
Somebody
we see
was
where the Eagles are at.
Somebody was asleep at the wheel when they cut him loose, and yeah, that's. I'm sure somebody's taking a lot of heat about it.
Yes, sir.
So, but I think at the end, KC probably wins this.
Can't argue with it. Again, it's hard to bet against Mr. Mahomes there. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. Whatever you're going to do for the Super Bowl, have fun, enjoy yourselves, be safe. Let's hope for a good game that comes down to the wire, and let's have for some great commercials to make the game go along even smoother.
As important as all of that, drink responsibly. And if you don't, call Uber or your wife or any relative that can give you a ride.
Absolutely. Call anybody. There's too many options these days to mess around with that.
So enjoy the Super Bowl.
Have a good day, everybody. Thank you for stopping by Beyond the Mortgage again. We'll see you next time.